Game tied at 103, 10 seconds. Referee Eric Lewis blew his whistle, so the Heat players start running into position, but it doesn't give Dwyane Wade the ball. So Wade, as you saw, ran back, didn't end up getting the ball. James Johnson misses his last-second shot attempt. Bam Adebayo's put-back attempt save.
That was a mouthful.
Erik Spoelstra here. Go ahead.
I don't know. This is going to have to be explained to me. I will probably forever have to agree to disagree. I don't know. Eric had us all confused. He blew the whistle. Dwyane was still in bounds. Dwyane had already made his cut once he blew the whistle. Then Dwyane stepped out of bounds, and then he handed him the ball. You blow the whistle when you hand the ball to somebody when they're out of bounds, not before it. I'm still fixated on that and a couple other calls. These 12 o'clock tips, you know, look, they're not easy for anybody. Get some sleep, get some rest. These things matter.
Wow. I think that was a veiled South Beach shot at the officiating. Hey, if you're out partying the night before, this was a huge game for the Heat to lose, obviously. I mean, they you know, that could end up, we could look back on that, and that could be it for them in terms of this week in the playoffs. They're one game out of the 8th, but with only 2 to play.
I mean, does he have a legitimate beef like sirloin, not New York strip? Like, it's a small beef. I mean, I think, because, I mean, and Byron, you know this, I mean, that whistle's sort of the 4, 3, 2, 1, that it triggers the choreography.
Yes. Right.
Yes.
So if you miss it, again, I mean, he's already made his cut, the ball's not even in the inbounder's hands.
Right.
So I suppose, right, you do reset that. I mean, I think that, is that, am I right there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
The one thing I would always tell our players is we don't move until the player, as you see when he takes the ball out, when he slaps the ball, you don't move until he slaps the ball, you know, because like you said, a lot of guys want to see what you're running anyway, so they'll make sure they call a late timeout or something like that.
Right.
I used to always tell my guys, when the referee gives you the ball, everybody stand still until you see him slap it, now we're in motion. And Eric is absolutely right that he made that was a bad, you know, judgment on Eric, the referee's part, because again, you blow the whistle and you don't even have any ball, and then you give it to him 2 seconds later. That throws everything off as far as Miami is concerned. Their whole rhythm was thrown out. Dwyane Wade never touched the ball. Right. I would have loved to see that anyway. I wanted D Wade to get the ball because he's going against Kawhi Leonard.
Yep.
So this was going to be something special. So
and arguably maybe his last ever final possession game inside of 15 seconds.
So I really wanted to see it, but he's right. Referees, you know, we talk about the players all the time when they go to South Beach in L.A.
That was Toronto. It was Toronto. It was Toronto.
Oh, that's true. It was Toronto.
All right.
Which has a very festive nightlife as well. Underrated.
That's right. Toronto's underrated too. So referees, you got to get some sleep too. You got big games headed up these last couple of games for the playoffs.
Okay, but this is I do agree with him. I do see it. I of course see that meant Dwyane ran early and all of that. But kind of like the NCAA game the night before, look, in the Final Four game, the kid still had to make his 3 free throws.
Yes,
that's what decided the game. In this game, they had a whole overtime after this.
And I think they had an additional timeout. I mean, at that point, you might want to use that timeout.
At some point, like, I get it. Not everybody not everybody. How many humans are out on that floor between the 2 teams and the coaches and the assistant coaches and the refs? Not every single person is going to operate like a robot and have a perfect moment in every moment they are out there. But that's not why they lost the entire basketball.
No, but if I'm a coach, and Eric, I think would say the same thing. If he was still able to get the ball to D Wade, then okay, no big deal. He never touched the ball. And we all know the play was for D Wade to have his hands on the ball to be able to go one-on-one. He never got a chance to get it.
Yeah, it's frustrating, and the stakes are high.